Breaking news, U.S. health advisors are now recommending Americans get the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine and not the Johnson & Johnson. The decision came just hours ago after the advisors reviewed new safety data about rare but potentially life-threatening blood clots linked to the J&J shot. They say the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines don't have that risk. 200 million Americans are fully vaccinated, but only 16 million got the J&J shot. The CDC will now decide whether to accept the recommendation. Also breaking tonight, the NFL has updated its protocols for all teams, including the Colts. Following an increase in cases around the league, it will now require masks regardless of vaccination status. Meetings will have to be remote or outdoors. The league is also stopping in-person meals and prohibiting outside visitors while a team is traveling.
You look at the overwhelming number of people going into the hospital, going into an ICU, and or worse than that, losing their life. They're unvaccinated. And I just want to make it just crystal clear that we have the ability to vaccinate you close to home.
Governor Eric Holcomb is encouraging Hoosiers to get the vaccine. This is hospitalizations in the state soar past 3,000 today. The number is 3,029. Just over 35% are in the ICU and nearly 14% are on ventilators. Well, state lawmakers are once again considering whether to limit the circumstances under which employers can require COVID-19 vaccines. Wish TV's Garrett Burgess shows us how personal this was for everyone in the room.
We heard several hours of testimony from Hoosiers who say the decision whether or not to get a COVID-19 vaccine should be theirs alone. Speakers at today's hearing repeatedly urged lawmakers to prioritize individual rights. Some said they had already lost their jobs or that they are even willing to lose their jobs over the choice whether or not to get a COVID-19 shot. Now this as COVID-19 cases continue to fill up ICU beds over the past week. Doctors say this bill could lead to more deaths and further strain already limited healthcare resources. But we also heard from people, including a mother who says she wants to ensure her son's medical exemption is respected.
It is my hope and understanding from reading this bill, House Bill 1001, that it would provide the necessary teeth to support my son, making sure his medical exemption will stand and he will not be forced to take the COVID-19 emergency use vaccine in order to keep his job.
Since December 1st, we have 52 additional COVID-19 patients in ICU beds in the state of Indiana, which means that on Christmas Eve, if this continues, we will have more COVID-19 patients in ICU beds or in hospital beds in the state of Indiana than at any point in this pandemic.
Lawmakers did not vote on this legislation today. We expect they will give it priority when they come back for the short session. That begins on January 4th. At the State House, Garrett Bergquist, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.